A sunny November day in Paris, and an exciting one for tennis fans, with the top 10 ranked players on the ATP Tour all in action on a thrilling Thursday of competition at the BNP Paribas Masters. An intriguing first match on Court Central was a preview of the Davis Cup final in a few weeks' time, Andy Murray taking on Belgian number 1 David Goffin. And the match would give British fans reason to get excited for that date in Ghent. Murray bossing the tie from the outset, winning 12 of the first 13 points, breaking twice and dropping just one game in the opening set.
Oh, that's Murray magic.
This one-sided demolition job completed in just 53 minutes.
That is a supreme performance from Andy Murray. Simply brilliant.
Next up for Murray will be Richard Gasquet after the French 10th seed produced an inspired performance to give him the edge against Kei Nishikori.
Well, he saved his best to last, didn't he? A wonderful finish to the tiebreak from Gasquet.
The first set had been a battle, but with the Japanese number 1 succumbing to back spasms, he was forced to pull out. Gasquet, the French number 1, into the final 8. Gasquet's progression to the quarter-finals had the Court Central crowd wanting more. French number 3 Gilles Simon had the first break of serve against Novak Djokovic before the Serb superstar wrestled control back.
The most precise of forehands to wrap up the game.
There were an incredible 7 breaks of serve at the start of the second set. It was becoming a roller coaster, and the partisan Bercy fans were rocking.
Oh, Novak, what are you doing?
The best player on the planet, though, is playing superhuman tennis of late. 18 match wins and now 25 sets in a row. Finally, Djokovic held, and while it took 2 attempts to serve it out, the number 1 seed was through.
Gets it down at the first time of asking. Not at his sparkling best today by any stretch of the imagination, but the run continues.
A very different challenge awaits Djokovic in the quarter-finals, with Thomas Berdych also breaking French tennis fans' hearts by powering his way past French number 2 Jo-Wilfried Tsonga in straight sets. 6-3, 6-4, the final score. Roger Federer has only lost to John Isner once before, but the big serving US number 1 has brought his A-game to the Bercy courts this week.
Oh, what a get from Isner. He couldn't have walked over there and placed it any better.
Isner took the first set in a tiebreak, but Federer finally found a way through the American serve in set 2, that majestic backhand finding its mark.
Yep, it's got him. So strong. Guide that up the line.
The Swiss number 1 had a couple of break points in the decider, but another tense tiebreak would follow. Isner again edged it and forced 4 match points.
It's made it. What a backhand.
With the crowd roaring for Federer, 3 match points slipped away, but Isner had 1 rocket left in his armoury.
Isner sends Federer crashing out in Paris. It's a big win for Big John.
And Isner will play 2012 BNP Paribas champion David Ferrer in the quarter-finals after the Spaniard survived a battling display from Grigor Dimitrov in 3 sets. Rafael Nadal would next test his recovering powers against Kevin Anderson. The South African has enjoyed the finest season of his career, though, and it was the world number 12 who had the edge in set 1.
Oh, Nadal. Disappointed with that.
A thrilling second set tiebreak had the crowd on their feet. After Nadal saved a match point, it also had El Matador roaring.
Oh, can you believe it? He's done it again! That is phenomenal, Nadal!
The confidence was suddenly surging through Nadal. With the early break in the decider, the comeback was almost complete.
How's that for a combination?
After almost 2.5 hours, the Spanish sensation had 4 match points of his own.
His will to win remains undiluted. A stellar performance from Rafa.
And French Open champion Stan Wawrinka is next for Nadal. The Swiss number 2 safely seeing off the only remaining unseeded player left in the draw, Viktor Troicki, in straight sets. 6-4, 7-5 in that one. And then there were 8. 4 titanic quarter-finals await. A Bercy blockbuster to come on Friday.